Hello everybody, this is Kenny at the General Paintball Museum, and today we have part 1 of a VHS maintenance video on the SL-68.
Part of this maintenance video, we would like to explain the SL-68 and how it functions. We would first like to disassemble the gun, explain the parts of the gun, and then reassemble it. The first procedure to disassembling the gun is to remove the constant air tank. You must remove the constant air tank one turn so that you don't rupture the tank O-ring. After twisting the tank out one turn, fire the gun until all the pressure in the gun is released. Then you can proceed to remove the tank completely. After removing the tank, we will remove the ammo box and then proceed to disassembling the rest of the gun. The next procedure to disassembling the SL-68 is to loosen the barrel tightening screw. By loosening the screw, we can remove the internal parts. There is the barrel, the pump rod, and the pump handle. The front bolt and the front bolt spring, and the hammer. Now from here, we will go and we will remove the SL valve. When removing this valve, you must loosen the valve tightening screws. They must be completely removed in order to remove the valve. There's a valve screw on both sides of the gun and they both must be removed. After removing the two valve screws, it's a good idea to put a drip of oil in the valve screw holes to help prevent tearing the O-ring on the seat of the valve. After oiling the O-ring, use a pair of needle nose pliers to grab the valve tube. After grabbing the valve tube, pull the valve straight out, and the SL-68 is completely disassembled. When reassembling the SL-68, we will place the valve tube back in place. The valve tube is spring-loaded, so it must be held in place when installed. There is a slot on the valve seat in which this valve set screws must be placed. In order to hold this valve in place, there must be pressure on the valve seat in order to push it all the way into place. We will first start by installing the valve tube as far as we can. Then we will take anything of length to push on the valve seat. We must push the valve seat as far as possible, and it should be set, ready to go, to be tightened. Place the valve set screw in place and tighten the set screw. The set screw only needs to be hand tight. We will put in place the other valve set screw. From there, we will move on to installing the rest of the internal parts. We will first start by installing the hammer, the bolt, and the bolt spring. The easiest way to install the bolt, hammer, and spring is to connect them first, and then place them in the receiver. You must connect the pump rod to the bolt when installing. Slide it to the rear. Install the barrel. And tighten the barrel tightening screw. And the SL-68 is reassembled. Next, I'd like to explain to you how to adjust the velocity on the SL-68. The first thing in adjusting velocity is to remove the barrel tightening screw. Then remove the internal parts of the gun. I have in hand the hammer, which has a velocity adjusting screw on the back. To adjust the velocity on the SL-68, you must turn the velocity set screw. In order to turn the velocity set screw, you must place your Allen wrench to the back of the hammer. Turn the velocity set screw clockwise to decrease velocity. Turn the velocity set screw counterclockwise to increase velocity. Maximum velocity is when the velocity set screw is flush on the back of the hammer, like so. That is maximum velocity of the SL. Once your velocity is adjusted, simply reassemble the gun. One troubleshooting tip I'd like to mention is a problem with pump handle adjustment. If you should ever change the adjustment on your pump handle, the correct adjustment is to simply remove the barrel, cock the gun, and twist the pump handle till it touches the receiver here. After it touches, back it off one turn and your pump rod is adjusted. Replace the barrel and tightening the barrel screw and your pump rod is adjusted. By replacing the tank, this concludes the maintenance tips on the SL-68. This concludes our maintenance videotape. If you have any questions, please feel free to call us at the toll-free number. And thank you.
Thanks for watching this part 1 of 3 maintenance video on the SL-68, and we appreciate your support and watching. Till next time, see ya.